Hi, everybody. I figured it would be appropriate to have the loop down on the bottom be a kitty today. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing well. Just getting things. Hey, Miguel. Miguel Murica. I doubt I said that right. But hello. So I am just getting started here.
How's everybody doing?
Yep, just testing my stream to make sure that it's actually working. And then I can close that. Perfect. So today I was challenged by Zalgrith, one of the regulars here on stream, to make a song mostly out of cat sounds. Also, you'll have to forgive me if I start shrinking because my chair's broken. I'll be doing that a lot lately, or in this stream. So yes, the challenge given to me a while ago, actually, from Zalgrith was basically just making a song from cat sounds. Now, I don't know if I can do it 100% from cat sounds. Oh my god, I have too much stuff piled up. I need to clean my desk. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. I've got a big old handful of stuff that I recorded yesterday. It's not all the best quality, but, you know, hi, mostly useful. It's not all the best quality audio, but I think that sometimes that makes the most interesting audio. I have some ideas of what I want to do, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Because that's what makes this fun, right? I do need to set up a timer, though. And it's 4 o'clock, so hi, Amy. I figure we can get started in just a minute. And hopefully my volume is okay. I'm trying some different setups when it comes to like gain and all that other stuff on my stuff, and sometimes, okay, I'm going to move this over to Ableton, set up the timer, which is actually surprisingly in the correct spot. So let's get going. So let's go over the audio that I have first. I'm going to get rid of this piano layer because I don't need it. Some of these are pretty quiet, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just dump a compressor on here so they're easier to hear right away. It's definitely not how it's going to be long term, but so some of these are really noisy, which doesn't help. And then it's pouring food out, because that's when I recorded these. And this is them chewing food, which I'm going to skip most of because it's probably not what some people want to hear. But there's good rhythm stuff in there. Kitty scratchings. And then the purr, which is going to be a big one. So that's what I have to work with. Like I said, I don't know if I can make a full song out of all of this, but I've of course am going to try. But in the very least, at least I have a good amount of things to work with to get started. So the first thing I want to do, and I was thinking about this before, is I want to create a bit of a harmonic, like a pad sound. And I found a good way to do that is to, especially if you're using something that's not necessarily properly timed or tuned or anything like that, you can use what is called not the harmonizer, the resonator. And what the resonator does, actually, let me grab this one. What the resonator does is it allows you to choose various resonant frequencies and then basically accentuate those. So I can take this and I can loop this from one. No, let's just do this manually because it'd be way easier. So, hi everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing all right. So yeah, we don't want chewing sounds. As neat as those are. It's weird. I zoom in. Oh, there we go. So what I can do then is I can take the resonator, and let's say we want this in the key of A minor, which is usually how I do most of my songs, just because it's a little bit easier on my brain. So we set some extra frequencies here, turn those off. So this is normal. Oops, let me loop that properly. So this is normal. Delicious. And then there we go. I think, honestly, since we're kind of going for a big sound here, I am going to just jump right in with Valhalla Shimmer. I also realize that this is very quiet. I'm going to boost that up in just a second. And the nice thing about this is that I can... Yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking for this one. Just do something really like chill and minimal. I'm totally on board with that. The other thing I can do is I can have the... instead of going the root, 5th, 7th, I can bring in the 3rd. And I can start changing the tone of the chord. Or the feeling of the chord. Which is subtle, but I think it helps a lot. Mess with this a little bit. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is, hey, formal. Went to B-dubs, I hear. The next thing I want to do is I want to actually bring in some actual cat sounds, which, you know, would make sense. Thought there was one of me petting the kitties. I mean, right here, that's a good, like, if I can isolate that, that's a good sound. Liquid D&B. Oh, that would be rad. I just don't know enough about that genre to probably make it work as well as it should. So I'm thinking what I want to do is like take the purr, like a good section of that, and I had just a second. Did I throw it? I threw it out. Good job, Ben. I thought I had like... Oh, no, I'm shrinking again. Sounds gross. It's very loud, which... I was recording this on a very creaky floor, which didn't help. Okay, that's too late. Thought there was a part where I was like patting them. Yeah. So one of these would probably make a good kick. Formal, you'd probably like it more if it was in real life, because it's a very, very nice purr. But I can kind of see how it might sound weird, disassociated from everything else. Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna bring this in. Bring that in. And then, yes. So this needs to be better processed. And honestly, I'm probably gonna turn this into like a bass or something as well. But for now, I think we just need a beefy kick. So I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to pitch shift it down by quite a bit. That is not doing as much as oh, that's because it's there we go. Okay. It's getting there. That's like my catchphrase, apparently. There we go. And then this, I can filter away some of the stuff that I don't want, which is pretty much all of the mids. Alrighty. I'm wondering if there's a way I can yeah. So it's like yeah, so this is going to be like 100. I need like a I'm just going to grab something super fast for a hat just so I can I don't know why that's there.
Now you don't make any noise, huh?
Oh, because I was feeding them. Yeah, I think there is. I'm just trying to get the basics kind of down right now. I'm just let's see if I can find if I can take this. Stupid chair. Yeah, so this will work well for a hat, I think. Just have to do a little bit of work on it, but I think it'll be okay. Yep, demon cat. Join. Come on. Anytime. There we go. And we'll see if I am able to actually make it through this whole thing without adding other instruments. Okay, so now that I have a little bit more rhythm to work with, it's not just so ambiguous and floating around. We can go back to this because you're right that this initial hit is very strong. It's so quiet. I actually kind of like it with the original audio in there a little bit. I think that helps quite a bit. Comparatively. I mean, that's not going to work. That's just Nightmare Zone. But adding a little bit of that in there. And I'm like hearing a little bit of warble in there, and I kind of want to see if I can throw a frequency shifter on here as well, just to see if I can make it a little bit weirder. Yeah, obviously that's too much, but just a little bit might be good. So what this is missing is bass. So I'm going to see if I can boost. Okay. Nice. Okay, now we need a good kind of a clap sound. I thought we found one in here. I wish I had some better portable equipment for this. That's actually pretty good. We'll see if we can roll with that. This is turning out kind of weird. I think that might be too melodic for a snare drum, just because there's a lot going on there. But we'll see. I guess it was higher. There we go. I'll lower this down. This could work pretty well, actually, as long as you're not doing this every other beat. If it's like a something that you use to accentuate rather than you just use it to keep the rhythm. Well, don't think about it like that. That makes me sad. So I still need a good snare shot. So, yeah, there's a couple things I still need to do this. First, I need to fade this the hell out because it's So I kind of fixed my chair. I know I was complaining last week that my chair was busted, and I kind of fixed it by shoving a bunch of cardboard into the into the broken area. But it's starting to get wobbly again, so I might switch chairs again just because this is starting to get uncomfortable, and I hate it. But, you know, I'll do what I can for now. If I bring it right here, you get more of the snappy sound and less of the evil cat. Oh yeah, Formal, that would be awesome. Because I have another friend who said he was going to look something up for me. But the more information I have, the better, because I would rather make an informed decision. Okay, and then I have a feeling that a lot of these like little one-shots. Ugh. A lot of these will just kind of get interspersed throughout the song. Oh, I need the kitty scratching. I heard that and I'm like, oh, that's the perfect shaker sound. So I'm gonna bring that over here. I have to just slow it down, I think, though, because rhythmically it's not in line with the song. There we go. Honestly, this could probably just be its own layer. I think that would probably work the best. Because that way, I know I'm going to be tossing some effects on here to make it sound a little less janky. Why does this not... Just doesn't have the punch that I want. That's a little better. I'm going to have to manually do a couple of these. But for the most part, I think I lined it up pretty well. Oh, that's unfortunate. It makes sense, though. And to accentuate this, because right now it's not really perfectly in It's not like perfectly in sync with the rhythm, so I can just do, hey Levy, I can just do my auto pan trick to synchronize to, I think it's 16th notes. And then I don't want it to be perfect, so I'm going to leave it at like, yeah, 65% is good. Another good thing that I could add for that is like a little bit of ping pong delay. Thanks, Levy. Not a whole lot, but like enough to get another echo in there. There we go. And then if I wanted to, I could change the chords around a little bit by just going like... I have a friend who named their kid Hunter, which I feel is a very strongly a dog's name. But, you know, that's just me. So now that we have this, we can start messing around. Like I was just doing there, we can start messing around with forcing this into different chord progressions. So I could go like bring it down by 2 semitones, and then bring it back up by 2 semitones. Oh, I've met a couple. So now, and then we can take this one and bring this one up by 2. Interesting. I guess we've just had different experiences then. Honestly, like, just as this stands, it's really chill. I like this a lot. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Goddamn millennials naming their kids whatever the hell they think is cool at the time. Yeah. Wonder how many Elsas exist in the world right now. So yeah, now I can just Just take random cat sounds and be like, I'm going to put this one here because this is where kitties go. Did I just open your world up to a nightmare scenario? I actually really like this. Like, for serious, like if this was just the whole song that I made, I'd be totally okay with this. But I need to like find a good sample of like a clap that I could use. Oh, Prenro, why? That's so many people. That is too many people. Aurora Borealis. I like that name. Canis lupus. Isn't that just weird dog? Because Canis is dog or canine. And lupus, isn't that like moon or because lupine is like the, I don't know. I can't remember my terminology.
Who's hungry?
I could put that in there and piss off my wife.
Now you don't make any noise, huh?
I think this is stretched. Yeah, this is stretched. That's why I sounded like I was drunk. There we go. Oh, okay. I had it backwards then. Lupus. Domesticated dog. Oh, so that's just your social commentary on the patriarchy then, huh? Call your only son domesticated dog. Sorry. How can I process this? This might work. Formal, you're too edgy. Too edgy for me. And of course, 2 and 4 are the numbers. Just in case there was any confusion. I like Aurora Borealis, though. I've never seen the Northern Lights, which is a failing on my part. I kind of like this. Are you hungry? So yeah, let's see if I can turn this into a clap once I process it with a couple more effects. And I mean, how this should work is I shouldn't be relying on processing all my effects every time I trigger the note. Yeah, I know formal, but I've never seen them. I'd like to. I think that would be a cool thing to have happen. But it seems like every time that I know they're happening, it's cloudy out, and I'm not able to fly. So unfortunately, I missed them. Or I'm just really lazy. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Because there's like that whole supermoon thing going on, and I didn't go see it. Which is dumb because it's like right outside, but I would imagine that they are cool. Don't rub it in. Come on. Show some Minnesota etiquette here. This is actually exactly the kind of snare sound I wanted, just like super snappy. I don't like that it has this little like bounce to it. I'm not really sure where that is in here. Yeah, I saw a lot of people like posting pictures with a soft shell taco on their window. And look, it's the supermoon, LOL. Which is kind of amusing the first time you see it, but when you see 6 people post it, then it loses a bit of its luster. Why do I have this? Why don't I have this looped? There we go. Okay, so let's add the snare and see how well this actually turned out. I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah. Hey, Foxy, how you doing, man? Or lady. I never really figured that part out. Everybody's androgynous on the internet, right? Lurk. I should have that as a button. Everyone's androgynous on the internet. That's kind of what I figured. I honestly couldn't remember. I know we've talked a lot, Foxy, but I don't think I've ever seen a picture. I'm really bad at names. Okay, well. Good looking dude. Get out of my stream. I'm the best looking one here. Oh, my chair's getting super wobbly. I am actually going to be back in 1 second. I'm going to get a chair that doesn't feel like it's going to snap in half. Maybe I should have. Yeah, Levy, I'm tempted to. Well, yeah, there's that like air of mystery about it then. That's not fair. That's building yourself up. Okay. Go pick up your car and move it. I'm going to see if I can turn that into a synth. Because right now, that's not going to work. Okay, so that is middle C. Classic. Where's the... Then we need some fade. You have to warp it to fade it, I think. That's not really the best synth there. I might have to layer that with something else. I mean, otherwise you can get super, super detailed and you just get like a single cycle waveform, which is also a possibility. Yeah, I mean, but that's not really... That's not really the same thing. That's kind of cheating. Thanks, TDE. I might want to do that. I'm just kind of throw a flanger. What I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of keep the heart of it. Sounds like an engine. I mean, you can kind of hear tonality out of it, but it's not great. So I mean, I can just do the single cycle thing. That's fine. Still has some character to it. And I kind of want to make it kind of just like, kind of a pluck sound anyway. That might work really well. Because then I can toss like a bonkers huge reverb on it. Oh, that was really loud. I apologize. Yeah, it needs a little bit more beef to it, but I think we're on the right track there. Also, the drum rack is really loud after I added that overdrive to it and didn't really process it at all. That's better. And yeah, Foxy, I'm glad you're having fun. That's the whole point. Get some laughs and giggles or something. I don't know. So I'm thinking that I can boost the sound a little bit more with a saturator. I don't want to go nuts with it, but wow. Did you parallel park it? Because I can't parallel park for shit. Actually, I need to group this with a sine wave real quick to make sure that it's actually in tune. I think it is. Okay. I almost didn't succeed at my my driver's test when I was a young little Ben, because I did very poorly at my. There we go. Did very poorly at my parallel parking, and my parking on a hill, and he docked me points for stopping at a yield sign, even though it was like a T intersection with a yield, and it was kind of hard to see around the corners. But he was like, well, you shouldn't have stopped there. It was a yield sign, not a stop sign. And I'm like, well, dude, I couldn't see. But hey. Okay, well, I figured out my melody. Holy shit. Alright, it's up first. That was easy. Oops. Okay, so I want to make this a little bit more interesting. Levy, I think you mentioned a flanger. You can't go wrong with a little flange in your life. I'm going to change these around a little bit. Yeah. Because I really just mashed the keys. There was no volume. Yeah. So, considering I'm fairly limited on the amount of instruments that I can use here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make like a B section and a whole lot of different things for this. I apologize for water. I've been very thirsty today. But I think that's a pretty cool jam right there. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. And then that was for like the extra snare hits, so I don't need that anymore. Yeah, like I could try to vocode this maybe and like get like a sweet bass. I might try that. I got time. Plus, it sounded kind of cool. And like once I have all these layers, then all I have to do is I just have to kind of work on pushing these layers together in ways that are interesting. Yeah, gas is cheap right now. That is for show. I always get my vocoders mixed up. I think that I want it like this. But I also think that I want it the other way around. So I'm going to do that. Copy, paste. This outputs to sends only, I think. Oh, that's input. Sends only. And then this reads it. No, external. 3 audio. So that makes some nightmarish sounds. What's wrong with kitties? I think I got it backwards because I always get it backwards every flippin' time. So this is master, this is sends only, this doesn't reference itself. Mini cat tornado. Okay, so now I just have to make a sound that doesn't sound really weird. Or sound super bad, I guess is a better way of putting it. I'm sorry you're allergic to cats. Because cats are the best. It needs more bass. Bass. What? That sucks, Formal. You can stay here and hang out with the cool people like me. Right? Right? Well, my timing was way off, but... Yeah, my timing was super way off. Well, maybe later tonight I'll have free time and we can play games or something. Because I haven't played games in like 1,000 years. Otherwise, I might just sit down and record a bunch of Donkey Kong Country. Because I want to play that and I want to record it for... I want to record it for YouTube's. Okay, so I need to fix this a little bit because right now it's very, very not noticeable. So I'm gonna try to. Well, Levy, when the song is complete, you'll be able to listen to it as much as you'd like on soundcloud.com/abstraction. And I would love to see whatever you draw. I think that would be super cool. So if that's down here... That's way better. Do. Yeah. It's just not very loud. Oh, I hear ya. Well, I know exactly what you're talking about because currently I am making a very little thing, and I don't make a whole lot of big things. So I know exactly where you're coming from. It's not loud enough. Oh, that's better. I mean, it's kind of flubbing it a little bit because This originally was cats eating. And then I basically just put a resonator on it so I can control the chord progression, or I can basically turn it into notes with the chord progression. It's a fun little trick that I've used a couple times in the past. I'll probably make a YouTube tutorial on it at some point. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to turn down this volume. Okay, let's find some kitty meows. So, maybe sampler. Perfect. So I want it to loop between these points. Oh, maybe it needs to start here and go like... Hey, Zelgrith. This is your challenge. This is make a song using cats. So, it's all you. For some reason, I want to make the cats sing, which I can totally do, thanks to the magic of the internet. So I think there's a pitch legato around here somewhere. I haven't used pan, time, voices. Anyway. Where is the filter, envelope, amount, modulation? Well, Zelgrith, if you haven't heard it yet, here. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not talking into the microphone, but I don't know where the pitch bend is over here. And I thought it was somewhere fairly obvious for like legato. Oh, that's scary. Oops. Detune, scale, reverse, snap. Yeah, this is all for interpolation. Pitch oscillator. You'd think it'd be here. Spread, glide. Oh, okay. So if I raise this up to a little bit. Okay, we figured it out. Now we can get on with our awesome song. Oh boy. This is the best and the worst thing I've ever made. I love it. So there's a weird click here that I'm gonna try to find another spot that doesn't have that. That's better. So we can take that, add some reverb, compress it a little bit. You know, your vocals need to be compressed a little bit, of course. You know, your lead vocal. I don't know what I'm going to play yet, but well, I don't think that's tuned very well. Let's throw a sine wave on there. Actually, I don't have to throw a sine wave on there. I have a tuner right here. Just go like that, Ben. It has no idea what this is. Okay. Okay. Detune. Can you figure out what it is now? It's almost a C. Yeah, TD, it's actually really fun because, and what I have in here is I don't have it at 100%. If I had it at 100%, I mean, you would still get some of the rhythmic hits, but I actually had it at like 80 something, so I could still get the metallic and ceramic sounds. Because if I put it too low, then it's just gross. But if I put it at the right size, 83 sounds pretty good. So yeah, it works really well. So yeah, the resonator is a lot of fun. I found out about it. Oh, I can't remember his name now. There's a YouTube channel, and he talked about it a little bit for Dubtech Music and how he made a lot of his ambient soundscapes. And I tried it once, and I think that's how the song "Rootbound" that I made came about. Messing around with that, I can't remember if it was "Rootbound." I think it was. Okay, I'm gonna bring that down. That's actually really dumb. That's actually really bad. I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I might just keep the chill jam and work off of what I have. So I'm gonna mute that for now. Because honestly, This lead is very left. Oh, because I have an auto pan on here. Let's just bring this down a little bit. I was like, this is very left heavy, but that was just because I had it set up weird. Yeah, I don't know what I can do about this. So this is like something that might pop in for just 2 bars and then go away, rather than something that just loops over and over like the rest of this does. So I think it's okay to keep in. I just have to use it a little bit more sparingly. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else this song really needs right now. Okay, so those are just going to be little fill things. That one will be a fill thing. That one's done. Just going to mute these. That one's done. Oh, wait. Where's the... Okay, that was this one. Okay, there's another. There's that. Okay, I'm done with that, done with that, done with that, done with that. Actually, I should just delete these. Okay. And then there is that audio.
Too shy.
Too shy.
Who's hungry?
I could use this.
Who's hungry?
So Minnesotan. Who's hungry?
Now you don't make any noise, huh?
Who's hungry?
I probably won't use that. Okay, so I'm just gonna toss this up here, delete this, and let's actually work on arranging this. Like I said, I don't expect this to be a terribly long song just because of the limitations that were set upon us by Zelgrith. But I do think that we can make a nice kind of intro, main section breakdown, main section outro kind of song, and that's cool. I think that that'll work really well. I also wanted to add one more instrument for like a rhythmic chord, kind of like a pop. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work on that one. It's not gonna work on that one either. Where is it? There it is. So just kind of like a really high pitched. Or something along that line. Honestly, this instrument is really good. I really like single cycle waveform, and this really isn't a single cycle. It's probably a double cycle, which just means that the audio goes down and then up and then down and up. A single cycle would probably be cut right here where it's just down and up once. But pulling a single cycle off of just a random field recording often gives you something really cool because it's not just a sine wave, and it's not just like a flat. It's not just like a flat bass sound like a triangle or a sawtooth or anything. It has a lot of character to it because it's not perfect. Okay, I'm getting away from myself here. Which I might just add that in the breakdown. I might just use this instrument in the breakdown just to do a cool little arpeggiated thing. or something along that line. What am I at for time? 50 minutes left. Cool. So I think that I'm just going to start working on a solid thing for this. And while this chord progression is very simple, the chord progression is basically A minor to G major to A minor. So yeah, very, very simple. But honestly, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with something simple. Also, I need a name for this. So somebody needs to provide me a name for this song. Because right now I don't have a name because I haven't saved it yet. So I would like to save this song, but I don't have a name. So get to work on that, please. Please and thank you. So I am first going to... Actually, I'm going to label these. I'm going to color these to be the same because these two need to be the same. I'm going to make them bright ass fuchsia, which I think is the technical name. Cat Heaven. Well, Zelgrith, you were the one that had the idea, so I think that one's all right. But we'll see what other people come up with. Or Cat Hell. Okay, so let us start with just the basics here. We don't have any of that yet. It's all down. It's all down to this. So, get our intro going. And then we can kind of work on bringing in a beat of some sort, very, very simply. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And go there, and go there, and really be this snare instead of the other one. Yeah. Bring that over, bring the kitty scratchings over. Kitty scratchings. Okay, so these are all loops, so I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. And I might bring something in there, but honestly, I kind of just like this rhythm. Well, you're the only one that suggested something, Zelgrith, so you win! I'm going to call it Kitty Heaven. 2-hour tracks. 2016, 11/16. Kitten Heaven. Take care, Zelgrith. Thanks for swinging by. I hope you have a safe ride home. So I'm going to do a little bit of a transition or a little bit of a fill right here. So, bring those out a little bit more. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Good job, Ben. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sidechain the chords to the lead, because when the lead plays, I want to duck out of the way. Let's get a different kitty sound. Get a couple different kitty sounds. Because kitty sounds are the best. Except this one's very quiet. Whoa, that's too loud. I mean, I could make a bass out of this one, too. Playing a cat lounge. Yeah. I hear you there. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I mean, the one thing I'm thinking of now is just kind of keep on keeping on and have another section of meows. Okay, so with this, I kind of want to do like a jazzy kind of... Yeah. I'm just going to do it by hand because I wanna. And I could probably do it faster this way. That might be the wrong rhythm. No, I think that's right. I have to sneeze. That's not good. Excuse me. Nice. Yeah, see now I can hear like this super staccato rhythmic thing coming in. And let me see if I can.
Who's hungry?
Who's hungry? Kitty. That's such a weird sound. Yeah. That is tonally acceptable. So I am going to make another instrument. I'm going to dump this into the simpler for the time being. Come on, open up. Okay, or don't. That's fine. Okay. So I want to basically just duplicate this whole section because this whole section is boss. And then add in this other too high. I don't know how this is going to go. But that's the fun, ain't it? Okay, so I want classic. I don't want release. There we go. And then, again, I need to tune it, which I don't think this tuner's gonna... I apologize for the glitch in the matrix here. But it's like the only way I can transpose this down. So if it's E flat, so I just need to bring it down by 3. And then... Oh, it went to 4. Cool. Cool. Let's get some shiz. Exactly, Levy. So if I go into controls here, I can kind of do some... Okay, I don't want that loop on anymore either. These are all going to be very short, so I don't expect them to loop anyway. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to. I can't hit my fingers that fast on the keyboard, so I'm gonna just do it manually. And then you're gonna have to do some volume. Messing with the volume, and we should be good. I don't know if I like the length. Yeah, it's kind of hard to catch that stutter. Just because there's so much else going on. So I'm going to put another one here, just be like, hey, I can do... Yeah, it works better there anyway. So I'll go like that, putting that back to where it was. Join. And then I want to accentuate that a little bit more. And then we just go copy, paste, 2, 3. No, too high. Cool. Now we just need to add some effects on there to kind of round it out a little bit. And, yeah. Yeah. That's a really cool sounding thing. I like it. And then we'll push this out, duplicate. Yeah, we'll have basically a kind of a 4-bar breakdown. Then we'll go back into the main thing with this guy now. These are all muted. And really, this is just going to permeate the entire song, so I might as well just push it out all the way. I also realized that since I'm not copying and pasting anymore, I was wondering why this was not coming with it. And that would explain why. There you got that. Nice, Helgrith. You have a short commute, man. I am jelly. Okay, so this goes like this. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. So yeah, we'll end it right here. So we'll have 2.5 minutes. Not bad. What am I at? 30 minutes left? Yeah, 30 minutes. It's really hard to see my my timer because it's in this OBS window that's all like crunched down. So yeah, not going to do that here. And then I'm going to just find a simpler version of these drums. And I'm going to just make kind of a breakdown drum loop. And then I can bring it back like so. Yep. I mean, this is basically just going to be Loopsville until the end right now, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Like I want this to kind of just fade off into nothingness like it whence it came. This one has to stay. I'll just get this last note. And then this I'm not super sold on this. Yeah. Okay. And then I can take this. I'm going to put an auto filter on the end here, and I won't use it until the very last bit here. And then I'm just going to take the frequency and shoop. Shoop it all down. I'm going to make that quieter so it's not as redonkulous. Well, this is kind of the rough draft here. I've got 25 minutes or so to go through and clean it up a little bit. So I'm noticing the shaker's a bit loud. Okay, so this needs to be louder by a lot. And this also has to be super quantized because apparently this this starts offset. That's better. Thank you, Formal. This just seems really thin, and I'm not a big fan of that. Like them thick. I don't know. I mean, the other thing I can do is kind of go off of the beat and make it more rhythmic. Like this. And then I can just delete the rest of this garbo. And then it's just, I feel like it just needs more bass. There we go. Yeah, seriously. Yep, it's already dark here, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna extend this out just a little bit longer to help transition. Well, hey, how about that? We made a song. Good job, guys. Thumbs up. I think this was pretty well, like, done. Like, I'm going to listen to it again and see if there's anything else I can put in there, but, you know, I can't complain about finishing early. Insert sexual innuendo joke here. Thumbs up, guys. I don't really know what I'm doing with my stream anymore. Like, I'm just, I don't know, like, if I should be, like, more jokey or just more anything. I don't really know. Insert sexual innuendo joke. I think I said something about not minding finishing early. I can't remember what I said now. So I might just take this again. Well, I'm glad that's on the record for everybody. Thanks, Levy. Okay, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little. Well, not really a little. Just going to add a sub bass in here because it really desperately needs something. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to have to create a new instrument, go like this, get this out of here. Get this out of here, and then go down here. Yeah. It just needs some level of beef. Well, that shit's online now. You don't need any of that on your computer. What are you talking about? What kind of Stone Age are you living in? do, 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 boom, 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 boom. Bone Age. You got me there. How are these so offbeat? Too low. Oh. Living in the Bone Age. Yeah. I don't know. You can keep whatever you want on your computer. Keep it off mine. Yeah, so let me just do a little bit of funk in here. Yeah, so adding that helps. It's just so empty without it. Need some farty bass in there. Okay, so that helps. Let's listen to this again. I'm just going to delete this. I'm just going to hide this. And then... Oh, man. I need better lighting in this studio. It's like I noticed that I'm all shadowed over on this side. And I've got a light over here, and that works okay. It's just a basic odd light, but I'd really like some better lighting in here. I think that's going to be one of my Patreon purchases in the near future. Once I purchase a new chair. I'm also going to try to mess with this one a little bit. That was really loud. Bomb. Yep. And then just copy paste. Bam. That bass is a little too fat. Okay, I think we are good. As far as mastering is concerned, I mean, my simple mastering job is never necessarily the proper scientific method. But hey, that's never stopped me before. It's a little bit of watching bars. It's a little bit of listening. It's a lot of love. I don't know what's into me, man. Okay, so... well, Levy, I'm almost done, so... You're all good. I'm gonna raise the volume a bit. I think this is pretty much done. Yeah, but sleep is nice. Yeah. Well, I have time, so I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit funkier. Yeah, so right there. Yeah, that's not working. That's the thing. I can't futz around with too much with this sub. I could mess around with this main bass. But that doesn't really fit over here. So maybe I'll just leave it as is. Nothing wrong with that. No shame in that. I might bring this in for every... That's too much. I kind of want to bring in another snare for this second part, but I don't have any good instruments or good samples up here to use, really. And I don't want to bring in just a raw instrument because that's cheating.
Too shy.
Too shy. That's where the original one was.
Who's hungry?
That might work. I'm gonna steal you. You're mine now. Solo. First of all, drop this down. Yeah. Get that snap. That's a booty slapping clap right there. Okay. That, and drum rack. Yep. There it is. Get a good old classic clap in here. We should be good to go. Let's cut out a lot of the highs, though. There we go. It's a catnapper. Yeah, so now I can take this, and I don't want it to be super prominent, but I want it to be there, just because... 6 minutes left. I got plenty. It gives it another layer. And honestly, there's some high frequencies that I just want to devour. Yeah, you can hear the difference between the two. With it, without, there's just no punch anymore. So I'm just gonna go through all of these and copy, paste. Oh, Jeebus. Paste. Yeah, there we go. Paste. And etc. I'm getting some good old-fashioned carpal tunnel in my hands. And for good measure, okay, and this goes away again, this goes away again, and we are done for the 4th time. So let's listen to it. I'm going to do my standard outro. So I'm going to bring this down to like -8. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I really, really genuinely do mean that. It's just, now it's personal. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out today and helping me make this song, Kitten Heaven, which is a song made using only samples from our cats. If you are watching this on Twitch, thank you for sticking around and hanging out. If you aren't subscribed, I highly suggest you subscribe because I do 2 streams a week and hopefully more than that coming up, but it's all creative stuff, so no filler, none of those dang games. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you're watching the recording, thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel because personal. Yes, Levy said I'm getting all personal. Because I have a lot of stuff on my YouTube channel that doesn't always make it over to Twitch, and I have stuff on Twitch that doesn't always make it over to YouTube. If you would like to basically just chat with me, pop on over to Twitter, and it's Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. And I'm always online, so feel free to pop me a message, and I'd love to talk to you. What else? Oh, I'm running a Patreon campaign. This song will be on this Patreon campaign, available to download. If you like this song and you want to support what I do, I highly suggest going over there. That's patreon.com/Ben_Burns. You also get a lot of early access to content that I create, including the Creative Exploration series, the Extended Play series, and just other random crap that I'm working on right now. So, anyway, go back to the desktop because there's a kitty on the desktop. But yeah, I make a lot of crap, and I hope that you enjoy parts of it. But yeah, this was a really fun song to make. Thank you so much, Zelgrith, for the suggestion. I don't know if you're still around. I know you had to run for a bit, but yeah, I am going to end the stream in a little bit, and I think, yeah, look at that, 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just a recording, because it's definitely not sunny in the background. But yeah, so that is Kitten Heaven. Fun little song. And I will be posting this on my SoundCloud very soon. And yeah, that is all I have for today. I have a bunch of other little work to do. I might be streaming later tonight, but I honestly don't know. It's like sound effect work. It's kind of boring. You need to bang some pots and pans around. That'll be fun. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.